Welcome student to another part of the chapter chemical coordination and integration. We'll begin with thyroid gland, which is largest endocrine gland, and it includes two lobes which are connected through isthmus. Two lobes are located either side of the trachea. The lobes are interconnected with isthmus, a connective tissue. Thyroid gland is composed of follicles and stromal tissues. The follicular cells secrete following hormones: thyroxine, that is T4, and triiodothyroxine, which is T3, as well as it also releases thyrocalcitonin, which is known as TCT. The function of T4 and T3 are they help in regulation of basal metabolic rate, physical, mental, and sexual development, supports RBC formation, controls metabolism of carbohydrate, lipids, and fats, as well as proteins, help in maintaining water and electrolyte balance in the body. TCT, it's a protein hormone that helps in regulating in lowering the blood calcium level. Iodine is essential for both the types of hormones and for normal functioning of thyroid gland. In absence of iodine, it leads to goiter, which is enlargement of thyroid gland due to deficiency of iodine. In adult women, it causes irregular menstrual cycle. During pregnancy, it affects the baby that causes stunted growth, mental retardation, low intelligence quotient, abnormal skin, and deaf, etc. Hyperthyroidism is abnormal increase of thyroid hormones that result in adverse effects on the physiological activities. It is caused due to development of nodules or the cancer of thyroid gland. The Graves' disease is formed by hyperthyroidism. Symptoms of Graves' disease is enlargement of thyroid gland, protrusion of eyeballs, increase the basal metabolic rate, and weight loss. Then comes parathyroid gland, which are located to the backside of thyroid gland. These are four glands, one pair each in the two lobes of thyroid gland. The secretion of parathyroid is parathyroid hormone, which is PTH, a peptide hormone. Functions of parathyroid hormone is it leads to increase in calcium ion level in blood and stimulates the bone resorption, which is demineralization. It also stimulates the reabsorption of calcium ions by renal tubules and increases calcium ion absorption from the digested food. Along with TCT, it helps in calcium balance in the body. Next comes the thymus gland, which is bilobed gland located between the lungs behind the sternum on the ventral side of aorta. And it secretes thymosin, which is a peptide hormone. Function of thymosin is it helps in differentiation of T lymphocytes, which provides cell-mediated immunity. It also promotes antibody production for humoral immunity by B lymphocytes. Thymus is degenerated in old individuals. So, production of thymosin decreases and that leads to immune response of the old person's weaken. Another gland, endocrine gland, is the adrenal gland, which is located above the kidney. Adrenal gland is yellow gland, triangular in shape, which is present above the kidney. It has two parts, adrenal cortex and adrenal medulla. Adrenal cortex is outer part, whereas adrenal medulla is the inner part. Adrenal cortex, it has three layers. Inner one is zona reticularis, middle one is zona fasciculata, outer one is zona glomerulosa. It helps in production of corticoid hormones such as glucocorticoids, mineralocorticoids, and androgenic corticoids. Glucocorticoids, it involves in the carbohydrate metabolism. It helps in stimulating gluconeogenesis lipolysis, and proteolysis. Glucocorticoid inhibits cellular uptake and utilization of amino acids. Glucocorticoids also helps in maintaining cardiovascular system and kidney functions. Cortisol stimulates RBC formation, that is RBC production, and it also helps in anti-inflammatory reactions by suppressing immune responses. The next one is mineralocorticoids. It regulates the water, which is body fluid volume, electrolytic balance, osmotic pressure, and blood pressure of the body. Aldosterone stimulates the reabsorption of sodium and water from the renal tubule of the kidney and excretion of potassium and phosphate ions from it. The third one is androgenic corticoids. Androgenic corticoids are essential for the growth of axial hair, pubic hair, and the facial hair during puberty. Deficiency of these corticoid hormone affect the carbohydrate metabolism, and it causes acute weakness and fatigue in the body. And this condition is called Addison's disease. Next comes the adrenal medulla, the inner part of adrenal gland that produces catecholamine hormones such as adrenaline, which is epinephrine, and norepinephrine. They are rapidly secreted in response to the stress emergency situation. So these are known as emergency hormones, hormones of fight or flight. These hormones increases alertness, pupillary dilation, piloerection, that is rising of hairs, sweating, heartbeat, heart contraction, and respiratory rate. They also stimulate breakdown of glycogen to increase glucose in blood. It also stimulates the breakdown of lipids and proteins. Next comes the pancreas. Pancreas is composite gland, that is heterocline gland. It acts as exocrine as well as endocrine. The islets of Langerhans, which are present in the pancreas, they act as endocrine part. There are about 1 to 2 million islets present in pancreas. Alpha cells and the beta cells, which are present in the islets, secretes peptide hormones such as glucagon and insulin, respectively. They maintain glucose concentration, glucose level in blood. Glucagon, which is hyperglycemic factor. The function of glucagon is it acts on hepatocytes and stimulate glucogenolysis that will result in increased blood sugar, that is hyperglycemia. Glucagon also stimulates gluconeogenesis. Glucagon reduces the cellular glucose uptake and utilization by the body. Insulin. Insulin is the hypoglycemic factor. The function of insulin is it acts on hepatocytes and adipocytes. It enhances cellular glucose uptake and utilization. So blood glucose rapidly moves to hepatocytes and adipocytes of the body. Thus, blood glucose level decreases, that is hypoglycemia. Insulin stimulates glycogenesis, that is conversion of glucose to glycogen in the body. The disorder due to prolonged hypoglycemia is diabetes mellitus. Symptoms of the disease is loss of glucose through urine and formation of harmful compounds like ketone bodies in the body. The treatment for such disease is insulin therapy. Thanks for your attention.